Hey everybody, it's Doug here, Doug Mystic on Board Game Geek. Just getting ready to do a playthrough of 12 Realms. I thought I'd revisit 12 Realms again. I did a playthrough a long while back with the rules that have since been revised, and it went okay, but I had some misunderstandings on some cards and things that have been later clarified in the rules. In addition, there's an expansion that is currently on Kickstarter that's running with this game, which will enhance it quite a bit. But anyway, I thought I'd give it a go again and let you guys see how this plays. I do intend to do the full game on this. I'm going to go with, if you look around here, I'm going to go with full 4 boards, and I've put my camera lower so that I can show you the miniatures and that and play a little better. Normally I have the camera up a little higher. And like for instance here you can see the board with the 2 main characters, and I'll tell you which characters we're going to play. Here's the Dark Lord. We have a building here. I believe that is the inn, and then our hero in town right there. A darkness track going along here. Anyway, we're going to challenge 4 of the Dark Lords to save the 4 of the 12 realms from disaster, and we're going to do that with some famous historical fictional fantasy I don't know what you call them, characters that are from movies and books, etc. I'm going to show you what those characters are now, and then we're going to get started with the game. So guys, thanks for joining me here. Look forward to doing this playthrough. I hope you enjoy it, and let's get on with our heroes. Now you can see at the top of the board, now I can't move them really because I got their tokens on them that you exploit as you go. And what I might do is pick it up, move it to the front of the board so you can see them in action while we're actually playing them. I hope I don't dump tokens over, but it should be okay because you just put them back on their spots after they've been exploited. But you can see here that I drew 4 random heroes, and that might come back to bite us because we're missing the knowledge skill from these heroes. However, we do have somebody that can do a wild skill at need, so that might be okay. And we probably also need to collect some items that will help us with that as well. But anyway, what we have is we have Snow White, who's she's got 4 swiftness tokens or talents to exploit. 2 the hearts. They're not love. They're I don't remember what they're. Anyway, 2 heart tokens, which I'll tell you exactly what they are as we go. Yeah, and then 1 magic token and a gold token. So then you got we also have the Sugar Plum Fairy, who's the one with the special ability that can create a wild card. And how she does that is she can exploit her 2 magic tokens. Those are the ones with the stars, and she will then be able to convert that into a crown token, which allows her to which is a wild. Basically, it can be anything. So that's helpful. By the way, the hearts are charm, so charm tokens. Then we're going to have Dartanian, who, by the way, is not human. He is, I think, a squirrel. He looks like a squirrel. Anyway, it's pretty cool. And he has got some combative ability, and he's very swift. He's got 5 swiftness tokens and then 2 combat tokens. And then, last but not least, that you can't see down here, I'll turn it down so you can see him clearly, is Siegfried, who's got 3 movement tokens, 3 combat tokens, and 2 gold. He's a money bags, so he'll definitely be exploiting his talents to buy stuff. Stuff is going to make a big difference for us in the game, but also you got to conquer a lot of things to make the game worthwhile. Anyway, those are our heroes. I'm using the expansion with all of the buildings, and I'm also using 4 realms, 1 realm per hero. I'm not doing any other rules to make it easier or more difficult at that point. I think that's enough. But anyway, let's get right to the game, and we're just going to go in order, starting with Snow White. So we'll go to her board and get going. Okay, well, it's probably going to take me a couple of tries to figure out exactly how I want to film this, but this should do. You can see her card there, and you can see her as well. This is her, by the way, beautifully painted figure that comes with the game. Now, I bought the painted set, which cost more, otherwise they come unpainted. But the painting quality on these was good enough that I thought it was worth having them painted. Besides, it just looks cool. So she is there in town. Now, obviously, actually, that's not how the turn works. I'm just going to kind of showing you where we're going to start. So she's going to start there, but first we have to go through the invasion step. So we're going to do that, and I'll show you what that's all about. We're going to have to draw a lot of cards and do some other things. But the first thing we do is we check the invasion on each board for monsters. So I'm going to use this as an example. If there were critters on this board that we would have to fight at this stage, this token would go up literally for every one of them that was on the board. So one of the things that you need to do and accomplish in the game is keep them down. Now, how do you beat something? Well, I'll show you that in gameplay, but essentially you have to exploit your talents to overcome an enemy. Now, this is a lighthearted game. It's not that serious. So your hero never gets wounded or never dies. They just sometimes can't do something. So it's not like they're going to get injured and killed, so we can't kill Snow White off or anything like that. That's probably a good thing, right? Because I probably want to kill her off. But anyway, let's. The next thing we do after that, after we just check for the invasion, is we then go on to draw. Well, we resolve any realm powers. Now, if there aren't any realm powers out right now, we'd have to check for monsters or that have certain abilities like a curse or marauding or the ability to summon other creatures. We don't have that status right now, so we're going to go to drawing realm cards. So let me show you what that looks like. So here's our realm deck, guys, and basically this deck is since we have all realms, all the cards are in the deck. Now, if you aren't using a realm, you take all the realm cards out for that realm, and you don't shuffle them in, and you shuffle them all together, and we're going to draw 2 per realm plus 1 total. So we're going to be drawing 9 cards. It's quite a bit, but let's get started. So we're going to have to draw a bunch of critters. I'm not going to make you watch me put every one of them out on the board, but I will probably show you what that looks like as well, and then I'll put them out. Well, that's pretty good. The first thing that we have is a treasure. I'm not going to complain about that. I shuffled the heck out of these guys. A silver key. That's another good item for us. A ghost. So this is the third. You can't see these. I got to back up, I guess. Here, I'll just. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a few at a time. Then I'll slide them down as we draw new ones out, and you'll lose track of the ones we're seeing. So there's a doubloon, a silver key, and a ghost. That's our first 3. For the fourth one, man, we could not be getting much luckier as a start. The crown of thorns, which is an artifact or treasure. I'm not sure. I don't remember which. I think it's the artifact for that area. Yeah, and that gets us actually closer to victory because we need all the artifacts to defeat the Dark Lord. So then that was our 4th card. So our 5th card is the golden. Guys, I swear I shuffled the heck out of these, man. That's a treasure token for the. Actually, that's the treasure token for the cherry blossom board. So that's our 5th card. Our 6th card is a pirate for the pirate realm. Our 7th card is a skeleton, and again, I'm continuing to move these down as we go, so you can see them as they come out. A skeleton. So that's let me see, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is a mouse soldier, and 9 is another crown of thorns. So basically, guys, I'm going to go seed the board, get everything all set up, and I'll show you what that looks like, and we'll get ready and continue to play. Well, I do want to show you how to seed the board at least once so you understand how to do it. But so basically, I got the tokens out for the 4 ones that are going on the Pirate Island board, where the Sugar Plum Fairy is currently at, and the Dark Lord Jacques Rackham is there. Anyway, we're going to place the pirate, the skeleton, the doubloon, and the ghost. Now, how do we do this? Well, we have this die. It's right here. It's basically a location die. It's numbered 1 through 6 to correspond with the locations on the board. So we're going to roll that, and we're going to determine from there where these go. So let me go to the board, and we'll start with the pirate. We'll just go in the order that we have: pirate, skeleton, doubloon, and ghost. And yes, the creatures can end up in the same location. Okay, up at the top you can see the board. There's the Sugar Plum Fairy, and awaiting his arrival on the land is the evil Jack Rackham. And let me first move some papers so I can get the dice bowl out. One of the things about this game and several others I've been playing lately is they take a lot of space. So anyway, let's do this. I'm going to roll over here to the dice roller. We're going to roll this one. This will be for the pirate, so it's going to go in space 6. We'll just swivel right over here. And we're going to take the token for the pirate, and we're going to put it on space 6, which is right next to the town. over there. You can see that. I don't know if you can see that clearly. And then we're going to take the pirate card for now. We'll just put it right by the board there so I can remember what the talents are, even though it's pretty simple. But there's also a reward. He's got a special ability, the pirate does, and I got to look that up and see what it is. Let's check that out. So I'm very glad that they're going to revise the rulebook and send it out, because here's one of the things that is not clear. I had to go to the FAQ, and I'll share it with you. This symbol here is the exact same symbol between Horde and Summon. Okay, but when you have a +2 or a +1, it's a Summon. If it's a +2 or 3, it's Horde. So that means more of them come on the board immediately. So we're immediately going to activate the Horde ability for the pirates here. So let's do that. So what does all that mean to us, having a Horde ability? Well, that means that we're going to take 3 more tokens here, and we're going to have to put them in the same space. So there's actually 4 pirates hoarding that space right there. And that's going to be the basically the end of placing that one. Now we have to place the skeleton, who has the summon ability. See, unlike the Horde ability, this one just shows a +1. So when you see the +1 there, that means that if he's not destroyed by the time we wrap around to the next phase of the invaders, then we're going to have to bring in another skeleton, and I'm going to have to remember that. So he goes in area 3, right next to the town there, and then we have the doubloon, which is another treasure. That is going to go in area 1. Wow, that's kind of neat. We got 2 treasures in area 1. We just go there, and if I can exploit enough. Gosh, it requires swords, and I don't think she has any. Well, she can exploit 2 magic to get a wild card. So that is the doubloon that's there. And that's going to result in a treasure, and then we have to place the very powerful ghost. Oh, he is guarding the 2 treasure tokens that are there. Now he's tougher. Well, he's not really tougher, but he does require a magic to kill. He also has the curse ability, which is what this symbol. Let me show you here. That symbol right there is the curse ability. This is what it takes to defeat him. This, just to give you the anatomy card, this shows you what realm he's on. It matches the board. If you can see up here, it matches the board up there. So the curse says, take effect during the resolve power step of the invasion. Each player on the same board as the invader with this power must exploit a randomly selected talent for each level of curse. So this is a curse, a 1. So essentially, that we're going to have to remember that as well when the exploit powers phase comes around. So that's basically how that works. Now I'm just going to take the rest of them and place them out on the board so you don't have to see each and every one. But I just want to show you how you do that. And as we combat the creatures, and that we'll talk about their. I'm going to put the dice roller over here to the side a bit and move all my tokens somewhere else so we can have better visibility on the board. Anyway, I'm going to place everything out, and I will be right back. Okay, I have all the board seated. It looks like the only one that's in any real danger at all at this point is, well, and I could change it any given turn with all the cards you have to put out, is a Sugar Plum Fairy who's got a veritable horde of creatures on her board. It may be that somebody, maybe Dartanian, I don't know, someone may have to go help her with that. Unfortunately, it requires a full turn to do that. So if someone goes to help her, they're going to lose their entire turn. And I don't think it would be someone with some swordsmanship, so definitely wouldn't be Snow White, whose turn we're about to do now. Okay, here's Snow White. She is in town there, and she does have 1 gold, so I'm very tempted to go collect a treasure, which I have to move first, right? And then I have to overcome the treasure requirement, which is a magic symbol. Man, I could gather one of the artifacts too, but treasure, if she could go there, get some treasure, and come back to town, we could actually purchase something from the town deck, which would help her later. So let's do that. She really has nothing to fight this turn, so it's kind of a good thing. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to exploit one of her swiftness talents, and she's going to move to here. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be great. I need 1 swiftness. Okay, so she's then going to exploit her magic talent to gain this treasure, which puts it back and gives her a gold coin. Now, what else do we got to do? Now, she doesn't have another magic token, but she has 2 coins now. So I could either get an artifact or hope we get lucky on the town deck and know that, and hopefully find something that only costs 1, or I can go back to town immediately and try and buy something for 2. Now this token, this doubloon token, when I make a purchase, is going to go away. So let's do that. She's going to go back to town. That will exploit another of her swiftness tokens, and then we're going to make a purchase. That exploits, you have to expend a movement, a swiftness, to do that, and it's going to allow us to draw two items from the item deck in the town. And let's see, I'm shuffling those up right now. I don't remember how well I shuffled them, so I'm doing it again. And any items right now without having to worry about beating off enemies. I mean, if there's an enemy that appears next to a artifact, she can jump in there, kill the enemy, or confront the enemy, and then also use her ability to get the artifact at that same time. Anyway, here is the deck right here. So we're going to draw 2 cards off the deck, and let's see what they are. So we have an apple and a silver knight. Both of them cost 1 gold. She can only purchase 1, so see, we could have gotten an artifact. I didn't want to take a chance. So this is an Aegis ability, meaning it can be used and discarded once. But this one gives her a sword permanently, and also has a special ability. Let's take a look at what that special ability does. That could be something important. It says it also has an Aegis ability, H 1 to 4. Defeat. Okay, so he can defeat any one invader if he's discarded. So it doesn't matter how tough. He could go up against the toughest invader and defeat it one time. But that flame symbol means that it will be discarded when that occurs. Otherwise, he gives her a sword symbol bonus. So we're going to buy that. And I'm going to use the temporary gold that she got, not her gold token, because here's what we're going to do next. So this one, the apple gets discarded. So the apple goes away. She now has the knight. I get to take a sword token and put it on the knight. That means we now have an extra item to exploit. Pretty cool. And then we're going to finish off her movement. Now, she still has a swiftness token, so she's going to burn that. This worked out pretty good. I think this one has a treasure, and yeah, she'll start by moving here. Well, let's go up here. Get them in order. Okay, she's going to go up here because the next turn she can get that treasure. And then she's going to spend her actual gold talent to recover the first of her artifacts, which goes on her board right here. That is going to be her turn. She still has the 2 charm tokens left, but you know what? She didn't need them, so she didn't need to burn them, so we're okay. And that's going to end Snow White's turn. Okay, guys, next up is the embattled Sugar Plum Fairy. She's got critters all around her that require, man, these pirates. She's not going to be able to defeat them. And we got to get rid of the ghost and the. Okay, so she has 2 magic talents. Okay, so we're not going to be able to deal with the pirates this turn. That is bad. But we can deal with the ghost and the skeletons. So what we're going to do is this. You can see the top of her board here. So we're going to exploit 1 movement, and she's going to move into the space with the skeleton. Now she doesn't have a sword, and she can't. Now she could use her 2 magic symbols to create a wild card, but we're not going to do that because we need to defeat the ghost with a magic symbol. So she's going to use one of her magic symbols, and she's going to defeat the ghost, and that's it. It's defeated. Boom, done. Then we're going to exploit another one of her talents. She's going to move up here to the skeleton. So her board's going to go up for this turn. That's really rough, but it's the way it goes. So she's going to exploit her. Oh, and then let's see. Was there a treasure or reward for? No, there's no reward for killing the ghost. Okay, some creatures do have a reward. I just want to double check that. So she's going to exploit her other magic token to then, as you can see, kill the skeleton, which also requires either a sword or a magic token to defeat. So she has defeated those 2, And really, at that point, the only thing she can do... Oh, wait a second. The pirates can be killed with charm, or just defeated with charm as well. But she can't get there. Oh, man, it's going to take her 2 turns. Wow. She's got 1 charm. Okay, well, anyway, she's going to move, and that'll put her 1 closer. So next turn she can go in there and exploit her 2 magic tokens and her charm to kill 2 of those. But we may have a whole bunch more come out. So that is going to end her turn. And I'm going to go put her card back, and we're going to move on to the powerful Dartanian, who may actually move to her board this turn. I'm still debating that. Okay, so here's Dartanian, the squirrel man, squirrel swordsman, and he is here in this realm, and he doesn't have any money. So he could go and he can collect a treasure and an artifact this turn. He has really no way to collect a treasure, unfortunately. It requires charm. And he has 0 money. I think his best bet... Oh man, I don't like to leave a board open because we never know what's going to happen. But it's not going to help her this turn. But he could take on 2 of those... the pirates if he moves over to that board next turn. I don't know, guys. What do you think? I think that's challenging, isn't it? So let's see. Or you can move and get 1 of the artifacts. Actually, you could move and get 2 artifacts right off the bat and have them done. Things will appear on his board. Let's do that. We know that we can't avoid the sugar plum, the pirate isles going up 4, but we can at least maybe get closer to getting our artifacts, which gets us closer to winning the game. So let's do that. Okay, so we're going to burn one of his, we're going to exploit one of his swiftness talents, and he will move here. We're going to then exploit one of his sword talents to collect this artifact, which will go on his board. We exploit another swiftness talent, move it here. Oh, that one requires a coin. Okay, well, he can't do that, can he? What can he do? Oh, here we go. He does have a monster. So we're going to move there, and we're going to exploit another one. And, oh, hey, guys, before I do that, I do need to fix something. I just noticed that the mouse soldier has the horde ability as well, so let me fix that. So I'm going to have to go pretty slowly with this so I make sure I don't miss any of the critical items that we need to get stuff. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. So, yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's continue on. So he exploited one of his swords then to defeat one of these guys. Unfortunately, that's all he's going to get to do. So he did defeat one of the mice soldiers. They do not provide him with any special bonus. But you can defeat him with a whole bunch of things: a sword, charm, or money. He only has swords to defeat them with. So that's going to be his turn. That's really all he can do. Well, he can move. We might as well continue to move him someplace. No, he's going to stay there because he needs to use 2 swords to kill the mice guys. The mouse soldiers next turn, and the mouse soldiers are in the employ of Jan Rothbart. He looks like a crow sorcerer. This is the villain right here. He's pretty neat. Like I said, well painted. He comes out on turn 16, or when the board hits 16. Okay, that's going to end his turn. Let's move on to Siegfried. Okay, so here you can see the top of... Oops, sorry, just keep the camera. Here you can see the top of Siegfried's board, and you can see that Siegfried has nothing but treasures and stuff up there. He's already got 2 gold tokens. What does he need? He needs swiftness to pick up one of his artifacts. And to pick up his treasures, he needs knowledge. That's not good. So definitely for at least that one. I don't know if they're all knowledge, but let's see. Yeah, they are all knowledge. That's rough. Okay, because we don't have any knowledge, which are books. But he can buy stuff. So first thing we're going to do with him is exploit. We could go to the inn, or the temple. Actually, it's 2 away. Let's do this first. We're going to exploit to purchase something out of the city deck. So let's draw 2 cards. We got a Pirate Brotherhood. I'm going to look that one up. I'm not sure what it does, but it looks pretty cool. And a magic potion. That is awesome. Alright, let's go over what those do very, very briefly. So these are both really powerful cards. I'm tempted, I don't know which one I want to take. So with the potion, when I decide to quaff it, I can spend as many gold tokens. Now, I can expend gold tokens or exploit other talents to gain temporary talents. Or actually, it says gold. So for every gold I spend, I can get a temporary talent token of my choice that could give me the books I need. However, the Pirate Brotherhood allows you to reduce the track. For every gold you spend, you can reduce it by 1. But of course, then I don't believe you get to keep it. Let me check that and make sure. But I think that it's discarded, which might have both really good cards. Wow, that Pirate Brotherhood does not go away. Man, that's God. It's almost too good to pass up, isn't it? It just says you get to do it. You can spend gold to push the track back. So he's got 2 gold, and he's the right guy to get that too, but that potion could give me the books I need. Of course, he can exploit the... he can go back to the shopping again next turn. I think we can't pass up the Brotherhood. I think we're going to have to take that. I'm going to look at the FAQ and get some clarity and make absolutely certain that that's something you get to keep. Yeah, so it says the same thing in the FAQ. So I'm going to assume that we get to keep that. If I am incorrect, please correct me. I definitely want to know. And of course, that didn't cost anything currently. And we're still in town, so we get to do some stuff. Now, unfortunately, the only thing I can do really, well, I can get one of his artifacts. Actually, these things are actually treasures. I made a mistake. This is his artifact here. It's only got one of them out. But anyway, we'll exploit another swiftness token. We'll go over here, expend his last swiftness token to pick up this artifact for his board, and that will be the end of Siegfried's turn and the end of our first round. Again, I think I'm going to have to go really slow with this one just because there's a lot of subtle little things in the game that can kind of mess you up, especially when we get a lot of cards rolling. I'm going to have to discard make sure I get the discards from the stuff we picked up, etc. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching so far. I hope you enjoy this. This is a really neat little game. It does require... It's easier when you're playing multiple players because they can watch their own board and their own stuff. But anyway, we're going to have fun with this. If I make some mistakes along the way, as always, please let me know. And I look forward to continuing our adventures in 12 Realms with you. Talk to you soon. Hey everybody, it's Doug here again. Doug Mystic on Board Game Geek. You may be watching this at the end of another video, or at the beginning, or just by itself. Anyway, would you like to win some games, or get some games, or these games, actually? I'm going to give away sealed copies of a really neat little game, The Builders. You've probably seen this highlighted a couple times. I may actually do a little quick video on this one. The game Aton by Queen Games, shrink wrap, still sealed, and Munchkin, The Good, the Bad, and the Munchkin, Steve Jackson games. So, if you want to win, I'm going to give away this whole bundle, and all you have to do is subscribe. So if you are a subscriber to my YouTube channel, in some time in the last week of June, I'm going to randomly go through my subscribers and pick somebody, and they're going to get this whole bundle. Now, the only thing I would ask is, guys, I do this for free, so I'm not making any money on this, but I'm going to give these games away. If you do live outside the United States, I may ask you to pay for shipping, whatever the shipping costs. I'm not going to charge extra for the shipping, but if you don't mind, I will include that in the caveats. So, in the last week of June 2014, in case you're watching this video 8 years from now, I will be giving away these 3 games, and all you have to do is be a subscriber. Now, added bonus, if you give me some comments on what games you'd like me to play, I will take those into consideration as well. So, that may bubble you to the top of the person I picked to win this selection of games. I will do it as randomly as possible, but anyway, someone's going to get this, so I hope you subscribe and enjoy the videos. And by the way, these are some great little games, especially The Builders. I like that one in particular. But hope to see you soon, and talk to you later.